Hey guys, Samsonite Bricks here. I didn't want to get a copyright strike for this video, so I decided not to put any Star Wars music over this crawl. That being said, imagine there is, I guess. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks. Hey guys, Samsonite Bricks, and today is the biggest part of Star Wars Week. Today we're unboxing 75243 Slave 1 20th Anniversary Edition. This is, after 11 years, the 100th Star Wars set that I built, so it's nice that it's like an iconic part of the Star Wars series. So I've actually had this for 2 weeks, so it's been a long time of waiting to get to this moment, actually. So without further ado, what's going on? What? A whole lot. We got the instructions sealed for protection, and 8 bags. So yeah. Alright, so I'll get started on this, and I'll update you with progress. Okay guys, we're back. Just opened up bag 2, but wanted to show off how little we do in bag 1. Kind of looks like the silhouette of the Millennium Falcon, actually, for the most part. And we've got our first 2 figures. Standard Boba Fett. No arm printing, so it's not as cool as the one from the UCS Slave one. I'll have to compare with my older one later, but for some reason I don't think that green, like the darker green shadow area was there on the old one. I don't know. Just seems like it's new. And then we have Han Solo in his main outfit from Empire. The, once that focuses there. The blue jacket, and it's got pockets printed up the sides of it, which look great. He's got his holster printed on his pants. He's got more pocket kind of designs on his back. And this is the version of Han Solo that I've wanted for a long time. This is probably the version I've wanted for the longest time. He's got that standard grin and the new hairpiece from 2016, which still looks perfect. And while we're at it, Boba Fett, as usual recently, just has the angry clone face, which I guess is appropriate considering he is a clone. So right now we're in the process of bag 4. One thing of note with this version that's different from the others is that now it has a grip on the back so that you can hold it, because I remember from the older models you would kind of have to like hold on here, which is not very stable for the type of model that it is. So yeah, now we're going to finish bag 4 and then we'll check back in. So as we finish bag 5 and move on to bag 6, pretty much the main size of the ship has been revealed. And now we're working on starting to cover the Technic shell up. So now with 2 bags to go, the model's really coming together. We now have the 360-degree rotating turrets, and Boba's seat is now in there. And I really like the way it's coming along. So now we're working on finishing up bag 7, and just putting some sub-assemblies on. So now we've got the iconic curves there. So now I think the only thing left in this bag is just the start of the wings. And then all that's left is bag 8 where the rest of the figures are. So I'll get back to you on that in a minute. I'm interested to know if this format is working for you guys with the kind of vlogging, kind of showing through the build process. If there's more I could do, because this is still kind of a new process to me instead of doing traditional reviews. But let me know. Let me know. So now we can get at those last figures. First of all, we have the traditional Han Solo and Carbonite piece, which we've had since the first of the modern age of slave ones, like the one that I also have borrowed to look at. And first of all, for minifigures, we have Forlom, who, there we go, is one of the bounty hunters that the Empire hires to track down the Millennium Falcon in Empire Strikes Back. We've seen this figure before. He was in a battle pack a couple of years ago, but still a pretty nice figure. And we've got one that a lot of people seem to be pretty excited about when the set was first revealed, and that is Zuckuss, who is the last of the bounty hunters from that scene that we had never gotten before. So now we have all the figures, all the bounty hunters that were present in that meeting scene. And he uses that newer slope dress piece from last year that gives the illusion of having robes on. And he just has this very insectoid type feel to him. So that's cool. Finally, to finish it off, we have our exclusive anniversary reprint figure. This time we have Princess Leia as she first appeared in 2000's Millennium Falcon, I believe. The original Millennium Falcon was the first time they made Princess Leia. And so she's got that same outfit. And then there's the 20th anniversary print on the back. And of course, like all the anniversary figures, they have their own base plate, so a connectable display stand for them to rest upon. And putting on the last piece, we're now done the 20th anniversary Slave 1. I think it's a beautiful model. As someone who, as I mentioned earlier, has seen the UCS model, I think this is an affordable, smaller, but still beautiful display piece. One complaint I have is that there's no way to kind of display it in flight mode, so it always kind of looks like this unless you build a stand, which I think I'm going to have to do because I just much prefer it in the flight mode display. And I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. But again, as I showed off at different points in the video, we have our classic Princess Leia minifigure, we have the Bounty Hunter Forlom, we have Han Solo's main Empire Strikes Back outfit, we have the new Bounty Hunter Zuckuss, and of course, we have Boba Fett himself, and not really a figure, but they include it in the figure list. We have the Carbonite block representing Han Solo Frozen. One of the other features this thing does have, it does have a cargo hold underneath to put the Carbonite block in. I also think I have Boba's blaster in there right now. Yeah. So you can close that up when you've stored your cargo. Like I said before, turrets rotate 360 degrees. There's some resistance. Cockpit, there's a nice sticker there that shows the Slave 1 it landed. We've got some more technical panels there which look good, and we've just got a standard printed tile. There are some controls. There's not a whole lot of space in the cockpit compared to previous ones. We have spring-loaded shooters down here, which are triggered by a little lever on the back. There's 2 of them. By pushing down on that, and that might be gone forever, but you get the idea how it works. And that will reset itself when you put the missile back in. All in all, I think this is a beautiful model, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like in flight mode once it comes back into focus. There we go. So now that I've put my phone on my tripod again, I can show you this Technic handle which comes out of here, and I'll actually show you the back too over here. We have the engine pods on the sides. Unfortunately, one of the few things I don't like about this is that the engines have been compromised in this model to allow for this handle to be put in place. Like, this should be all across and blue all across. So that's kind of disappointing, but at least we can hold the handle. And as you've seen, the wings have tilted. And Boba's not in there right now, but let me put him in there. Or now that Boba Fett is in the cockpit and we pick up the model, we see that Boba Fett has rotated along with the wings. I will say this, the gravity function is not the best on this one. Like, this is my 3rd attempt to get him to come up there. And I think it has something to do with the fact that in all the other previous models, the wings and the cockpit seat have been connected, so that as they all tilt at the same time. But in this one, everything's freehand, like everything's single. So like you can see I'm tilting this one here and it's not affecting anything else, or I can tilt this one. Whereas in the other one, if you tilted one, they would all move. So I think that kind of makes it that if one doesn't work, it looks really bad because not everything turns at the same time. Or doesn't turn evenly. So that's one criticism that I can honestly throw at this set. Like I showed with the Podderser video yesterday, the manual has a nice 20 years ago paragraph, and it shows the pretty janky looking 2000 edition of the Slave one along with this one. So obviously when you compare it to that, this one's going to look good. And there's, like, again, stuff that we'll talk about in another video. And then, again, like, it shows the figure in this set and all the 20th anniversary figures. This is now the only one I need to track down. And then again, we've got a biography on the Slave One's role in Empire Strikes Back. And some shots from the movies, including Django's version from Attack of the Clones, which is really interesting. So, the final analysis here is this set worth it? I love the set, but the price is a problem. I was able to get this at a pretty nice discount due to a gift card I received through my job. So I got this for about 35% off. So it was more affordable, and it seemed good when you consider the price of the last standalone Slave one. But having built it now, if you pay retail for this, you're gonna feel a little like you're gonna feel a little undervalued, because as we're gonna see with the 2010 model in a later video, this one's smaller than that. It has 500 more pieces somehow, but it's a decent amount smaller than that one. So I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're desperate to get a Slave one, get it at full price. If you can wait a few months till you can get it on Amazon for 35-40% off, then I'd say go for it. It's a great set. And at that price, like at a good discount, I fully recommend it. But it might be one to wait until it's on discount, because the retail suggested price of this is just not worth it to me. Let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comments. Please subscribe to Samsonite Bricks. I hope you enjoyed this video in particular, because this is a pretty important moment to me as a LEGO Star Wars collector, with this being my 100th set that I've ever built over the last 11 years. back when I started, I was a younger kid, so I didn't have the funds to really work on my collection. So I never thought that something that I loved, the combination of two things that I loved at the time, would ever reach this large of a number. And to me, it's a happy occasion because of how much effort and care I've put into this collection over the years. But with that said, there's still 4 more sets that will be added to the collection the rest of this week. So I hope you stick around for those videos. And this is Samsonite Bricks signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.